I leave behind me two things, the Quran and my Sunnah, and if you follow these you will never go astray. Do not wish to be like anyone except in two cases. The first is a person, whom Allah has given wealth and he spends it righteously. The second is, the one whom Allah has given wisdom, the Holy Quran, and he acts according to it and teaches it to others. Feed the hungry, visit the sick, set free captives. Leave me as I leave you, for the people who were before you were ruined because their questions and their differences over the prophets. So, if I forbid you to do something, then keep away from it. And if I order you to do something, then do of it as much as you can. The most excellent jihad is the conquest of oneself. The strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, although there is good in each. Desire that which will bring you benefit, and seek help from Allah and do not give way to incapacity. If something happens to you, do not say, if only I had done such and such. Rather say, the decree of Allah. He does what he will. Otherwise you will open yourself up to the action of shaitan. The greatest of wealth is the richness of the soul. Whoever Allah wants good for him, he puts them to test. He puts them through difficulties, like a diamond or gold that has to be burnt, after which anything bad from it is removed, so that what you have is the pure diamond or the pure gold. To overcome evil with good is good, to resist evil by evil is evil. It is better to sit alone than in company with the bad, and it is better still to sit with the good than alone. It is better to speak to a seeker of knowledge than to remain silent, but silence is better than idle words. Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever has not kindness has not faith. Once the Prophet was asked, tell us, which action is dearest to Allah? He answered, to say your prayer at its proper time. Again he was asked, what comes next? Muhammad said, to show kindness to parents. Then what? He was asked, to strive for the cause of Allah. Ibn Mas'ud, Bukhari.
Who is the most favored of God? He from whom the greatest good comes to his creature. Everywhere, in mountains, or in the plains, in towns and in waste places, in deserts, and wheresoever they may be, that people shall be protected, both in their faith and in their property, both in the west and in the east, both on sea and land. Whoever contravenes the covenant of Allah and acts to the contrary is a rebel against his covenant and his messenger. Closer to the last day, time will pass by faster and faster. A year will feel like a month like a week like a day, and a day like an hour. Happy is the man who avoids hardship, but how fine is the man who is afflicted and shows endurance. Love Allah for what he nourishes you with of his blessings. Love me due to the love of Allah, and love the people of my house due to your love of me. Be kind, for whenever kindness becomes part of something, it beautifies it. Whenever it is taken from something, it leaves it tarnished. A person will be with those whom he loves.